March through May of 2026. The class is sponsored by ADL. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're here live from Charlottetown, PEI for the Atlantic Summer Classic Show, featuring Holsteins and a colored breed show as well. My name is Russell Gammon, and we're going to introduce you to these animals that are coming into the ring. The first animal in the ring is ring number 2. She is Browntown RGC Classy Hulu, almost a long enough name. She, of course, is a Hulu daughter out of a Cragen bred dam, and she's owned by Radiant Holsteins and Robert Giffen. The second animal in the ring, and we see our judge Adam Hodgins there. The second animal in the ring is ring number 3, Leaside Golden Flow. We all saw. We're going to get some fun names from this cow family, owned by Leaside Farms in New Brunswick and McBeath Farms here in PEI. She is a Jerry Lewis out of Golden Flow, Leaside, Let Me See, who I think is our new 95-point cow. Number 4, with Jamie Weeks and on the halter with the orange-red shirt on, is Weeksdale Master Helena. She's owned and bred by Weeksdale, and she's a master out of an arch rival dam, a Weeksdale bred cow. Number 5, exhibited by McBeath Farms, is Salem Fetches Caught You Looking. She is a D2 Summerfest caught up, and she's out of a Colstein bred dam, a La Magic cow called La Magic Fetch. Number 6, and so that heifer is on your ring, and coming into your sight lines is number 6, a Cobequid bred animal, Tattoo Calypso. She, of course, is by Duckett Crush Tattoo. Just a sec here. Class 1, ring number 1 is a scratched entry. Once again, ring number 1 is a scratched entry. Good. So this tattoo daughter is out of Cobequid Goldwyn Crime, so a tattoo, and she's the heifer that is right on your ring, right on your screen now, on the left hand side. The final heifer in the ring is Ablane Major Livy. She's a Robella Major out of Ablane Alcove Lucky, and of course bred by Abe and Elaine Buttermer, and I believe Elaine is a Craswell.
There is an ownership change on Cobequid's animal.
Okay, and we're going to have an ownership change here. Breaking news. Oh my God. So the new owners are Ferme Val d'Espoir, Saint Philippe de Neri in Quebec, and Cobequid. Okay, so two owners on that heifer. Okay, so that's our spring calf class. We've got Adam Hodgins somewhere in the ring doing the judging, and we've got Ron Stewart, who is our ring steward. Always appropriate to have a steward be the ring steward. And so those are 6 animals, I believe, in this class. Yes, good. We can count. This class is sponsored by ADL, the main dairy on the island. And we're going to be speaking to Ken Smith, their CEO, sometime this morning as well. We are hoping to be able to speak to Senator Mary Robinson, who hopefully is on her way over here as we speak. We've been speaking to her, and we have a variety of other people lined up for interviews as well. I see we're up to 21 viewers already, so things are starting. Adam, of course, is from Hodgins Holsteins in Burvey near Kincardine, Ontario. Runs some very, very successful sales. Also is a tremendous breeder of cattle and a tremendous marketer and developer of cattle as well, and his extremely active situation. He and his wife Jess and their family have been here enjoying the wonders of PEI. And let me tell you, the wonders of this province are endless. Just an outstanding province. If you've never been here, please come and see the situation. We're maybe going to attempt a little bit of zooming here to give you a better look at these heifers. That's the Cobequid heifer. She now has a new part owner in Ferme d'Espoir from St. Philippe de Neri, Quebec. And so there's a slight change in ownership there. So as we say, we've got 6 in this class. We're going to be following this by a winter heifer class with 8, 9, 10 in it. So good. And then we'll switch over to the colored breed show here as well, with a nice class of about 6 Ayrshire and Jersey heifers. Really appreciate. Notice the red soil here, folks. That's a PEI trademark to have this brilliant red soil. We think it has something to do with iron content in the soil. We've got some experts over here. We should ask them. A lot of people involved here as volunteers. So we're having our first pull now. And I believe the Cobequid animal has been pulled first. She's that tattoo daughter out of a Goldwyn. And number 5, who is the Salem bred heifer, that'll be bred by the Buckley family. The caught up daughter is coming in second at the moment, provisionally. Then number 4, the Weeksdale animal, the Golden Oaks master daughter is there. And number 2 is Browntown RGC Classic Hulu, Radiant Holsteins and Robert Giffen. So we'll see what the final placings end up being. But right now, you're looking at this class of 6 spring calves. And as most of our viewers would know, we're up to 41 already. I am doing a great job on the camera as well. I really like what I'm seeing here. And catalogs are somewhere over. Yep. If not, we have some over here. Okay, come. They seem to be very discreet. I need 2 of them if possible. Yep. So that's as we say, Adam is a very accomplished judge. He's judged at Madison. He does a lot of exhibiting of cattle, and as we noted, does a lot of marketing of cattle as well. So he's given these heifers a real good look over here. Adam recently judged at the Ontario Summer Show and did a splendid job there. So apparently, the Cobequid heifer with Lane Ewell on the halter is still in the lead. And we will do a little better job here. There. So that's that heifer leading the class right now. She's a full-age March heifer. All these heifers are March born. Just building a little bit of crowd here so far. It'll expand as the day goes on. You could swing around and show you how the stands are slowly starting to fill up. There's our ring steward, Ron. And we'll just bring you back to this view of the heifers will be lined up. It's about the extent of my abilities to be able to work a camera and talk at the same time. Thank heavens I haven't been asked to chew gum as well. There. So that 2, 3. We're just doing some copying of placings here as well. So yeah, 6 heifers in this first class, and we've got the animals lining up. And our judge, Mr. Hodgins, is coming here to tell us about the placings. To find the mic for you. This is just the way. We'll be back in a second, folks.
The tremendous class of junior calves here today, but I think 2 calves at the top of the class that covered the top point handily, and it's a close placing for me to Catherine first. She just has a little more length of frame, a little more femininity up into that head and neck region over this extremely powerful calf coming in second. I admire the strength and the width and depth of forearm on this calf in second. Calf that walks in on a tremendous set of feet and legs. She uses that depth of forearm and openness of rib strength all the way through, and particularly her legs, her mobility, and her legs when viewed from behind there, just a little nicer than this long frame calf coming out in third. Calf in third over the calf in fourth. She just has a little more cleanliness up and through that head and neck, a little sharper with that shoulder, a little longer through her parts today, and the strong open frame calf coming in fourth. Calf in fourth just shows me a little more width and definition of forearm today over the really pretty frame calf coming in fifth. Congratulations.
The results of Class 1 in the Holstein ring, the sprint calves, first place to ring number 6, Copaquid Tattoo Calypso. And this entry has changed ownership to Femme Decor. Second, to ring 5, Salem Fetches Kachawoki, exhibited by McGrath Farms Limited. Third, ring 2, Browntown RGC Classy Hulu, exhibited by Radiant Holsteins and Robert Giffen. Fourth, ring 4, Leachdale Master Holohan, exhibited by Leachdale Holsteins, and this entry is best recognized in class. Fifth, ring 3, B-side Golden Flow, We All Saw, exhibited by B-side Farms and Macbeth Farms Limited. And sixth, ring 7, 88 Major Lily, exhibited by 88 Lane Buckner. I can ask Dan. So reading from the top of the class, ring 1 was scratched, 2 placed third, 3 was the 5th place entry, ring number 4 was 4th and best recognized in class. 5 was second, 6 was your class winner who changed ownership, and 7th was ring number 6.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Here. I just don't want to tempt the direction.
So, folks, we have one entry in the Colored Breeds Winter Heifer class. This is an animal from the very successful Weeksdale Days of Summer sale yesterday out in Pleasant Valley. She's a Joel daughter. She was bred by Patricia Fontaine and Bruno Loren of Oak River Farms at Mirabel, Quebec. And her name is Oak River Joel Baby Spice. She's from that famous baby family in the breed. She's exhibited now by Leaside Farms and Robert Giffen. So that's the ownership on this heifer. Young Miss Gauntz is showing the heifer with her mother helping her out. And this beautiful Joel daughter is, of course, a December heifer. Leaside Farms and Robert Giffen as the owner. We'll get you a better look at that calf. There. Somewhat better look at that calf. There we are. So now some reasons from Judge Hodgins.
No, it's okay.
I just have one entry in this class, but I think an entry that would do very well with multiple entries in the class. A calf with a lot of width and strength to her, extreme femininity, moves extremely nice. Congratulations to the exhibitor.
Just a one entry in the class. We don't have the information on it right at the moment. We'll get it to you as soon as we procure it. The results in class one in the Colored Breeds, just beating the ring, was the first place entry of Oak River Joel Baby Spice, exhibited by Leaside Farms and Robert Giffen. So once again, that entry was in the catalog. It is the first place entry in the class of Oak River Joel Baby Spice, exhibited by Leaside Farms and Robert Giffen. And that is the first place entry in that class.
We've got December heifers who are going to be entering the ring here in a second. We'll get the camera around so you can see them. We are going to change the lineup of the animals as well, the final lineup, so that you see the first place animal more clearly. In a few seconds, we're going to start this winter calf class in the Holstein breed off. Sometime.
Now making their way into the ring are the entries in class 2 of the Holsteins, and they're the winter heifers born December the 1st, 2025 to the end of February 2026. This class is sponsored by ADL.
Okay, the dark heifer you can see of the black heifer at the first is Waybrew Master Mrs. She's shown by Radiant Holsteins, John Raymond Dykstra. She is by Golden Oaks Master, and she's out of a Dempsey dam who was bred at Waybrew. The white heifer behind her is number 9, and that's Mactala Benson Mabel by Walnut Lawn PG Benson, and out of a Mactala dam by Tarmac. She's exhibited by Lilac Lodge Holsteins, the Godfrey family at North Wiltshire. Then we have John Raymond Dykstra on the halter of number 10. She is Ducat I Lambda Logic. She's, of course, a Delta Lambda out of a PEI bred dam, ID Dorman Lisa from the Ravenswell Lydia family, and she's exhibited by Lensveld Holsteins. So she's the black heifer closest to the camera now. In a second or two, we're going to have an entry of Leaside Farms and McBeath Farms Limited. This is the black heifer just entering the screen now. Leaside Golden Flow Lysandra. She is by Golden Oaks Master. She's out of Golden Flow Leaside AA Action. And again, Leaside, New Brunswick, and Golden Flow from just outside Charlottetown here. The next heifer, who is going to be coming on your screen just in a second there, is number 12. She's Leaside Avenger Nobi, owned and bred by Leaside Farms only, the Gauntz family. She's an Avenger and is out of Leaside Lucifer Nobel. Then we've got 13, which is Cobequid Illustrator Indigo. She, of course, is by Vogue Illustrator P, and she's out of an altitude dam, bred at Cobequid, exhibited by Lilac Lodge Holsteins, their second entry in this class. Coming onto your screen now is Waybrew Miraculous Showtime. She's by Maples Miraculous Red. Of course, and that maple word is very familiar to Holstein enthusiasts. Her dam is the sidekick bred at Waybrew, and she's called Shebang. So we love these names with a little bit of imagination to them. She is the dark heifer, or the heifer on the ring right in the line of the camera right now with Lane Ewell on the halter. Then we've got entering your vision line of vision now is Island Star Major Elegance, a Robella Major daughter out of a control dam. She's from Starhaven Farms here on PEI and in Freetown, PEI, and they're the breeders and the owners. Got two more animals to come here. One of them coming onto the screen now is Golden Flow Direct Flamingo. She's a blonde and direct out of a sidekick dam. McBeath Farms Limited of Marshfield PEI are the breeders. She's the second animal on your screen. And then the final animal in this class is Extondale Major Malia. You know, something for Jack Malia, I guess there. A Robella Major daughter out of an alongside dam. Extondale Farms would be the McPhees, and they are out at Oyster Bed Bridge, PEI. This young lady who's exhibiting this calf was, I believe, the grand champion showman yesterday in the 4-H show that was held here there. So we'll swing around and give you a look at the class, and it's a good class. It's a great class, and a little larger as well. There's about 100 head, 97 to 100, somewhere in that range, that are here today. We'll see how many of them make it to the ring. We certainly want to thank Natasha McKillop from Atlantic Holstein Promotions for being here, there, and everywhere in terms of putting the show together, along with a large cast of volunteers. We've got Maddie Stewart and Ron Stewart here. See, Kara Irving is here from Nova Scotia, from Pugwash, Nova Scotia. And again, our crowd is starting to build in the stands. So that's 9, 10 heifers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 good winter calves. Again, sponsored by ADL, the main dairy here on the island. And I think we have a correction in that the heifer that showed in the colored breed show was actually a spring heifer rather than a winter heifer, because we will be having about 5 head of winter heifers, Ayrshires, and Jerseys coming into the ring after this class.
Yeah, no, no the you are correct. The ad was a
Spring,
calf.
yep.
Yeah.
We're just getting all the jitters and the starting of the process under control here, so that we can. We hope. Natasha calls it organized chaos, and there are moments when you feel that way. We have the illustrious Henry Smethurst here leading the first heifer in the ring. He's a young man with a lot of opinions. Believes that he's the farm manager at the home farm. So we'll swing this around a little bit and maybe get you a little better look at some of these heifers. There's that. This is the Delta Lambda heifer here, out of the great L cow family that Dean Craswell had bred at ID Holsteins. 11, Golden Oaks Master. This is, we do most of these shows for Dan Brady at Blondin, and always hope that Dan's watching. If he's not out looking after his bees and making more honey, or helping his beloved wife Janine with the beef cows. Dan is a man of many talents and passions. So we're getting a preliminary lineup, and that Extondale heifer has been pulled in first. She's the Major Malia heifer. So Jack Malia, if you're watching, great tribute to you, I'm sure. The number 11 heifer that we had just mentioned, the Golden Oaks Master, has been pulled in second for Leaside and McBeath provisionally. And then number 16, another Golden Flow animal, Direct Flamingo, is there. So this would be kind of a, I'm sorry, I could be wrong. Yep, no, I was right. 17. So we have a major, a master, and a direct here. So this is Dan Brady's class. Enjoy the moment, Dan. And as noted, we're going to have the eventual class winner will be closer to you than the previous lineup. So there they are, 10 awesome heifers in this class, sponsored by ADL, the dairy cooperative owned by dairy farmers here on PEI. I see we've got some of our interviewees circling here. Oh, legends galore. We're just getting our interviews lined up here, folks, for the live stream. We have Luke McClellan, who's the Atlantic Director of Holstein Canada. We've got Ken Smith, the manager of ADL. We've got Danny McKinnon, who has been intimately involved in the dairy and egg industry here in PEI for a good long time. We're getting our final lineup in this class. And this number 17 heifer is still on top. That's the major daughter out of an alongside dam from the McPhees at Extondale. Then we've got number 11, who is the master daughter from Leaside and McBeath Farms. Great partnership from New Brunswick and PEI folks. And in third is the Star Haven heifer, Island Star Major Elegance. Followed by another Golden Flow heifer by Direct. So we had a slight change from our provisional lineup there as well. Oh, and we've hit 50 viewers. That is great. Welcome to all of you, no matter where you may be. We're really glad you're here, and it's a beautiful day on PEI. This province is so spectacular. I don't know how long you'd have to spend in PEI to see everything. Well, you'd be constantly finding new wonders as well. It's an amazing, amazing province. We're just checking here. Oh, okay. We're going to have some reasons from Judge Hodgins in just a second.
She uses that strength of her front end, particularly down to her chest. She's a little deeper in that chest floor. She's a little more width when you watch her walk. She just shows a little more width.
Which is a great idea.
Just a little stronger jaw calf, a little more width of muscles to her to go over this extremely pretty frame calf coming out in a second. Taking nothing away from the calf in a second, I really admired her when she came in the ring. But I just like to give her a little more width and power up through that front end today to move her up in the class today. She uses that femininity and breed character, just a little more youthful looking calf today to go over the larger frame calf coming out in third today. The calf in third today, she uses that correctness through that rump structure, particularly through the throw placement and that tail head to go over the really pretty calf coming out in third or fourth today's story. Calf in fourth, I really admire the way this calf and her mobility. She's an extremely fluid calf, a lot of femininity and breed character to her. I just like to touch her down today and that throw placement, tuck her tail head down and a little nicer between her pin setting today. She shows me just slightly more mass to that lower rib, a little more width to chest today to go over another extremely pretty frame, silky calf coming out in fifth today. Congratulations.
These reasons are so good. Are you all right? Yeah. Absolutely. We've got our winter heifers now entering the ring in the colored breed show, and we've got 5 heifers coming in, 1 Ayrshire and 4 Jerseys.
The results of Class 2, the winter heifers, first place, ring 17, Exterdale Major Melia, exhibited by Exterdale Farms, and this is the best bred known in class. Second to ring 11, Leaside Golden Flow Lysandra, exhibited by Leaside Farm and McGrath Farms Limited. Third to ring 15, Autumn Star Major Elegance, exhibited by Starhaven Farm. Fourth to ring 16, Golden Flow Direct Flamingo, exhibited by McGrath Farms Limited. Fifth to ring 10, Ducat Eye Lambda Logic, exhibited by Lansdale Holsteins. Sixth to ring 8, Wave Room Master Mrs., exhibited by Radiant Holsteins. Seventh to ring 14, Wave Room Miraculous Showtime RC, exhibited by Copperwood Holsteins.
Thank you.
Eighth to ring 13, Copperwood Illustrator Indigo, exhibited by Lilac Lodge Holsteins. Ninth to ring number 9, Rentala Benson Mabel, exhibited by Lilac Lodge Holsteins. And 10th to ring 12, Leaside Adventure Trophy, exhibited by Leaside Farms Limited. So reading from the top of the class, ring 6 was 8, 9 placed 9, 10 was 5th, 11 placed 2, 12 was 10th, 13 was 8, 14 placed 7, 15 was 3rd, 16 placed 4, 17 was your class winner and best bred and owned in class. Now the ringers are the entries in class 2 of the color breeds. These again are the winter heifers born December of 2025 through the end of February 2026. The class is sponsored by ADL. There is an added entry in this class, ring number 97. We'll provide you the information on it in a little while.
Okay, folks, here's the class, and the first heifer in the ring, and we'll let you have a look at her, is Leaside Chanmac Challo, a Choco Chip daughter out of a webcam dam by the Gaunces of Leaside Farms. Second heifer in the ring, just being helped along here right now, is Cedar Villa Vivitar Helga, bred by the Bullocks of Lakefield, Ontario. She's a Rockella BW Vivitar out of Urshel Sharker Helen. Third heifer in the ring. The animal in the center of your screen right now is Instinct Victorious Love, exhibited by East River Farms. She's a River Valley Victorious out of a Guimo Joel Dam, bred at Lormier in Quebec. And she would have been bred by Kevin Jacobs in Quebec. So she's the heifer that Judge Hodgins is looking at right now. Then we've got our Ayrshire entry in this class, and always great to see some Ayrshires here with the famous Ayrshire show and all the great breeders on the island. This heifer comes from Nova Scotia from Windera Farms, and Henry Smethurst is exhibiting Brixham Slideshow Aphrodite. She is by Visserdale Slideshow, and she's out of a good cow in the Brixham herd, or the Windera's herd of Brixham Ayrshires. Brixham Ringer Bliss. So she'd be by a Blue Spruce Ringer, the dam. The heifer exhibited by Jamie Weeks on the left of your screen is Rogua Gentry Nasty. She's by Rapid Bay, Indiana Gentry, and she's out of Revaresco Dam, also bred at Rogia, Rochelle Gay and family at Stansted, Quebec. And she is the fifth entry in this class. At the moment, the the ownership is Ferm Rogua. So that's the class. Looks like we're going to make sure. It looks like the Ayrshire heifer is leading the pack, and we think back to the days when there was such a vibrant Ayrshire show here with Blackadder and East River and Rayburn and Fernhill, and the Verhopes and the Shellens at Forever Shoon exhibiting here, and lots of other famous Ayrshire folk as well. So there's Henry with the Ayrshire heifer at the moment in first, and just making sure we're getting this right. I believe that is the Instinct Victorious Love heifer for East River in second. Then the Rogua heifer in third. 5 really nice heifers. The legendary Joel Phoenix is watching from ringside. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Still knows how to smile. And we have Jeff Gunn from Nova Scotia representing Pictou County over there as well. So we have a very distinguished group of folks on the ringside as well. So there's your class, and we presume there'll be some. Looks like the Ayrshire heifer at the moment is showing the jerseys how it's done here. She better cooperate when all the pressure's on. We have 53 people watching and 13 likes or loves, so 54 for a second, and and we welcome you all. We're 45 minutes into our live cast here. And as we note, we've got a really nice bunch of fall heifers coming into the ring next. We're going to have interviews with Ken Smith from ADL and Danny McKinnon, a PEI dairy legend. There's a better view of this class as they swing around. Oh, a little bit of a change here. We see, I think an animal has moved up. So we've got the Brixham Ayrshire heifer. Then we've got the Instinct heifer by Victorious. And I believe that would be number 19, the Cedar Villa heifer, exhibited in ownership by Randy and Tara Bullock and family of Lakefield, Ontario. I shan't comment on the fact that there might be some transfers to be done at some point in time. So there's our lineup, and we'll have our placings for you from our announcer, Trevor McDonald, in just a second. 5 heifers in this color breed class. We have Maddie Stewart and her assistant out presenting awards to the exhibitors.
I think that's Scott and Ray.
And yeah, Scott and Rianne, Charlotte, who was here as a baby a couple of years back. Yeah. Here's some reasons. Apologize. We have this mic off and on, and you may have missed the. There's the results.
That's not enough.
Okay, so there's a dozen or so in here.
Now making their way to the ring are entries in Class 3 in the Holsteins. These are the fall heifers born September 1st to November the 30th of 2025. The class is sponsored by ABL.
Okay, we're back. We have the first heifer in this fall heifer class. Again, sponsored by ADL, is Ablane Pop Rock Tika. She's a Progenesis Pop Rock out of a Delta Lambda dam. Abe and Elaine Buttermer as the breeders and exhibitors. Number 24 is Blondin Lambda Palace, a Delta Lambda daughter out of a Solomon dam. Robert Giffen is the owner. We've got Jamie Weeks on the halter, and she's the black heifer, which is closest to you on the screen. That animal is going to be followed by, just coming onto the ring now, Cobequid Major Steel, a Robella Major out of a King Dock dam, also bred at Cobequid. Cobequid being the breeders and owners here. 26 is Winter Bay Laser Bell. Quality Laser being the sire. A Crush Time Dam bred at Corecroft. Winter Bay Farms being the exhibitor, and that's the fourth heifer, sorry, on your screen. At the left right now. I believe The next animal should be number 27, Belcher Master Weapon, exhibited by Belcher Holsteins Limited and Maplehurst Holsteins, not to be confused with Maplehurst Guernseys. She is Golden Oaks Master for sire and a Lambda Dam bred at Prospect Valley. She would be the black heifer. That's right in front of you. 28 will be Golden Flow Leaside Floozy. A Golden Oaks Master daughter. Her dam is the famous Lexus Winbrook Gracious with 82 registered progeny, 69 of them at Leaside and McBeath Farms. So she's a master out of the famous Winbrook Gracious cow bred at Lexus, who I believe is springing up to calve again at about 13 or 14 years of age. So she's that tall heifer directly on your screen right now. Eastside Farms. This is one of the first entries from them today. She's Eastside Action Outshine. She is a Cherry Hill Action Man daughter, seeing a lot of heifers by this bull coming on now. She's the white heifer that's just entering your screen now. Her dam is Eastside Denver O'Neilly. Blois Thompson and Lewis brothers, Lewisdale, a famous Holstein prefix, and did a lot of good work with the Thompson family as well. So that's the white heifer that is trying to come onto the screen right now. Number 30 will be coming onto your screen. That's a black heifer with a white stripe on her right shoulder. This should be Winterbray Lambda Dazzle. So she's a Lambda out of a Unix, and she's having a little moment here. But all will be well, because we think very positively here. Yep, she's been brought around by a competent, calm leadsman. 31 is another name that you're going to really like, Golden Flow Master Fiddlesticks, who is a major daughter out of a Jacoby dam. Robert Giffen is the owner, and Golden Flow, the McBeath family, would be the breeders, sorry. And we have a member of the Weeks family from New Brunswick, that version of the Weeks family on the halter. 32 is a largely black heifer, Golden Flow Leaside Fiasco. Boy, these names are just great here. She's exhibited by the partnership of Leaside and McBeath Farms, and Bruce Wood of East River is on the halter. That's a pretty classy black heifer. And she is a member of the Jasmine family. She's a major out of Kingsway Dorman Jet. So we're going back to the Jasmines on that heifer. Then we have Leaside Golden Flow M. Gracie, Golden Oaks Master, daughter, exhibited by Leaside McBeaths out of Leaside Golden Flow L. Georgia. So I'm pretty sure we're going back to the gracious female line as well on this heifer. I think we have two more. In fact, we do. We've got a lot of owners on the next heifer coming into the ring. We're going to see her in a second, so we'll hold until she appears. And then, okay. That heifer coming onto your ring now with Connor Mann on the halter is Rehol's Armor Daredevil. She's a Mystique Armor, and she's out of a Tattoo Dam. She's owned by Connor Mann, E&T Farms, Extondale Farms, Grantsbrook Farms Limited, and True Holsteins. So winning an award for some of the most owners at the show. And so that's 34. And our final heifer into the ring from the, I believe, bred by the Goodwill family, would be Storybrooke Direct Whimsical, a blonde and direct daughter out of Vogue sidekick Wish, and exhibited by Extondale Farms. So she is the heifer that is just came onto your screen there now with the fascinating markings that's here. So she's direct out of a sidekick. I think it's time for an interview. So we are going to we're going to get one of our interviewees and have them visit with you. So we're going to. I think we're going to have an interview here shortly, folks. There's an awful lot of chatter going on, and I'm so polite. I don't want to break up these very important conversations, but I think I'm going to have to. We have a special treat for you folks this morning. We're going to have one of our senators of the Government of Canada, who happens to be from PEI, born and raised here, and we're going to have a little chat with Mary Robinson. So we're going to get that set up, and then we'll start.
Sorry, I didn't realize that. I thought it would be important.
Well, as we said, it is our distinct pleasure to have one of our senators of the Government of Canada here today. Mary Robinson is her name, and we are thrilled that she was able to find time in her schedule to talk to us. Easy questions, Mary, no gotcha questions, nothing political. And first off, how many senators are there in the Senate of Canada?
There are 105 when all seats are filled.
Right. And how many are from Prince Edward Island, like yourself?
We have 4 from Prince Edward Island.
Somewhat like the number of MPs that
Exactly.
are from PEI
Yes,
as
yeah.
well.
And that's enshrined in the Constitution.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how long have you been a senator?
I was appointed in January of 2024.
Oh, time's
Yeah, pretty
flying.
new.
2.5
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Now, tell us a little bit about your background here in the island, where you were from, and your family's involvement in agriculture as well, if you would.
Sure. My family was one of those Empire Loyalist families that landed in Nova Scotia in the late 1700s and made their way to PEI in the 1800s. And we started farming in Augustine Cove in 1810, and we still farm some of that same land. I am, I believe, sixth or seventh generation. I've lost track. So my three cousins and my brother and sister and I own the farm. My cousin Lori actively manages the farm. We crop about 2,000 acres. We've got soybeans, barley, hay, and we lease out our potato year. We kind of ducked out of the potato production scene a few years ago. We were kind of at that point where we had to step up with big investment and succession. I'm the youngest in my generation, and there's not the next generation chomping at the bit to farm. But we've also been in a whole suite of agribusinesses. So my dad ran our produce dealership. He started that in the 60s, and he also started our involvement in the crop protection business. So we now have the PEI Agrimars, and we're involved in a couple packing sheds, and we have a custom application business, which is, as my cousin Andrew would say, the gig that puts the gas in my truck.
That is amazing. Now, a little bit on geography. Where's Augustine Cove within PEI
Sure.
for those who are familiar with the province?
So Augustine Cove, if you were coming to the island on the bridge and you come to the first big four-way stop, you turn right on Route 10 and go about 5 kilometers and you're in downtown Augustine Cove.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
What's close to Augustine Cove? Are there names?
Well, between Borden and Crapo would kind of be the
Yep,
local
that makes
landmarks.
perfect sense, yeah.
And right on the coast. So.
I do have a question for you about Victoria by the Sea, but we'll
Sure.
finish with that.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Senate. What does the Senate do? What is your life as a senator? What does that involve?
So there's kind of 3 streams of work in the Senate, I think you could say. One would be work like this, outreach to the community to help them understand what we do, to interact with community and understand what the priorities of community are. So you have to be present in the region that you represent. And another would be obviously sitting. So we sit typically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of each week. And we sit in the afternoon. It can be anywhere from 2 p.m. to midnight, but sometimes not that late. As we get closer to the end of a session, it typically goes a little later.
Days,
yeah.
yep.
And then I think probably the most exciting work, or I find the most exciting, is the committee work. So there are about 12.5 committees in the Senate. You would probably know the Agriculture and Forestry Committee, of which our common friend Senator Black was chair for quite a while.
Yes.
And Rob passed the baton to me this year, so I'm now chair of AgFo. And what committees, their primary reason for existing is to study legislation. So if a piece of legislation came to the Red Chamber that had something to do with agriculture, after it would pass second reading, it would typically be sent to a committee to study. And they do an in-depth study, and they call witnesses and experts from across the country as well as around the world. And they come back to the chamber with a recommendation typically. Now, when committees aren't handed legislation to study, what they do is they are the creators of their own destiny. So they can study anything they wish.
Right.
And you probably heard Rob maybe once or twice mention something about a soil study.
750 times.
Only 750. I think you weren't counting. Anyhow, the soil study that Rob chaired the AgFo committee through was obviously an incredible piece of work, a deep dive into soil health and how we go about protecting that soil. So that's what committees do. They can decide what they want to study, and it can be a little study or it can be a big study, or anything in between.
Yeah, and so actually like a lot of research then as well. Very active research and very results-oriented research as well.
Yeah, and in a couple of weeks, I don't know what, in a month, we are headed to Saskatchewan. Excuse me, I have a cold. And in Saskatchewan, we're going to be touring a potash mine, and we're going to be visiting some farms and visiting GIFs. I don't know if you know GIFs and USASC, and getting a sense of research, how that research kind of comes to market and actually becomes, rubber hits the road and it actually is being used, and meet all the people that are involved in that, get to understand some of the challenges, opportunities, and how policy might be able to help accelerate what they're trying to do.
Yeah, so a very active full-time, lots of contribution to this country as well. The Chamber of Second Sober Thought, I think it's
Yeah,
called.
that's right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as part of it, so you would, and you're getting to interact then with a lot of people that we know from media,
Right.
all the MPs and the ministers
Mhm.
and yeah, exactly, and the Governor General.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, we had the Governor General sworn in. So when the King came to deliver his speech from the throne, he did that in our chamber.
Yes.
And when the Governor General was installed, sworn in, I'm not sure which the term is, that happened in our chamber. So those big things happened. And at that point in time, the Usher of the Black Rod, who's a really neat guy and is actually from Prince Edward Island.
Oh, that's right.
He
too.
is,
Yes.
he organizes everything, and it's very impressive. He and his team do an excellent job and always make the Senate very proud.
That's
Yeah.
well, I actually know from personal experience having been there, and
Yeah.
it's incredible. At the moment, we've got this lineup here, so
Wow.
we may want to just comment to folks about what's happening, and then we'll finish up here. And I see Bruce Wood is leading the pack with that heifer. We're just gonna, yeah, it would help to look at the right class, wouldn't it? Anyway, yeah, there's the lineup of fall calves, and Adam Hodgins will be telling us a bit about this in just a second. So we'll just stop for a second.
It might be useful for me to talk about the Canadian Federation and what I did there, so people can understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we need more enthusiasm.
Well, this class of senior calves, I don't feel there was a calf that just came in the ring and jumped out and wanted to win the class, but I'm going to start off with this extremely long frame feminine heifer calf with a lot of breed character all the way through. She just uses that femininity up and through her head and neck. She's a little cleaner about that brisket today. She moves just a little more fluently today than this powerful frame heifer coming out in the second today. Heifer in the second, heifer with a lot of wind openness, depth of forward. She didn't want to handle the best today, give up in the class today, but a heifer that's got a lot of strong parts about her. She uses that like the frame. She's just a little longer from end to end to go over another similar to the heifer coming out in third, heifer in third. I admire the width, the balance, the openness to her. You just like to lengthen her out just a little bit from end to end. You just give her legs viewed from the side, just straighten her leg out just slightly to move her up in the class today. She's just a little more comfortable about her top today. Just when she's moving around the ring, carries that top just a little nicer than this dairy open frame heifer coming out in fourth today. The heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth, just a little cleaner about her height today, a little bit cleaner in her bone quality than the beautiful square heifer coming out in fifth today. Congratulations.
The results of Class 3, the fall heifers. First place, ring 1, Golden Flow Leaside Fiasco, exhibited by Leaside Farms and Macbeth Farms Limited. Second, ring 29, Eastside Action and Shine, exhibited by Eastside Farms and Blues Brothers.
East side.
Third, ring 27, Belgian Master Weapon, exhibited by This would be the best player known in class. Fourth, 325, Cobblewood Major Steel, exhibited by Cobblewood Holsteins. Fifth, 326, Winter Bay Laser Bell, exhibited by Winter Bay Farms.
Such an articulate man.
Sixth, ring 34, Rayhol's
Yes.
Armor Daredevil, exhibited by Connor Mann, E&T Farms, Exterdale Farms, Grants Brook Farms, and True Holsteins. 7th, Dream 31, Golden Flow Major Fiddlesticks, exhibited by Robert Giffen. 8th, Dream 28, Golden Flow Leaside Floozy, exhibited by Leaside Farms and Macbeth Farms Limited. 9th, Dream 24, London Lambda Palace, exhibited by Robert Giffen. In 10th, Dream 35, Storybrooke Direct Whimsical, exhibited by Exterdale Farms. 11th, Dream 23,
We've got our air share here for a year.
Rock Tika, exhibited by Aiden Lane Butler. 12th, Dream 23, or 53, Eastside Golden Ball Gracie, exhibited by Leaside and Macbeth Farms Limited. And 13th, Dream 30, Winter Bay Land and Dazzle, exhibited by Winter Bay Farms and Zoe Stewart. Reading from the top of the class, 23 was 11, 24 was 9, 25 was 4, 26 was 5th, 27 was 3rd,
We'll have to get a
and
picture
best
from
friend
Rob
of the
here as
class.
well before you go.
Yeah.
Just to say mission accomplished.
30 was
He is
31 was 17, 32 was the class winner, 33 was 12, 34 was 6, and 35 was 10. Now turning to the color breeze, all members.
You're right in front of the camera. So I'm sorry, you're good.
I don't have to say a lot about this heifer, a tremendous old and frame heifer, moves extremely well, extremely hard top and head and neck heifer. Congratulations.
The results of class 3 in the color breeze, the fall heifer, first place, grade 36, Rickson BK Scooby Smack, exhibited by Rivera Farms, and this entry is as a correct element class.
Yeah, you're good.
I'll be employable as a by a TV station at the end of this. Okay, that one's here.
But I'm just assuming that August 1st.
Yeah, we're like.
I'm just guessing.
Good guess.
I think we're missing a line, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah. Oh, 41?
I'll get these introduced.
Oh,
and
no,
then-
that's a scratch.
Okay, we have our summer yearlings entering the ring now, again sponsored by ADL. The heifer on your screen right now, the first heifer is Golden Flow Topless Feature by Cherry Hill Action Man. No comments, no judgments. Dam is Golden Flow Morand Topless, so got a family tradition there, I guess. McBeath Farms Limited. Exhibitor. Second heifer, Golden Flow, also bred at Golden Flow. Master Frosted Flakes by Golden Oaks Master. Her dam, of course, is Fitz Rice Krispies. Somebody's likes breakfast. Browntown Farms Limited, Cobequid Holsteins, and Robert Giffen. And that is the second heifer on the screen. The third one who has entered the screen now is Leaside Direct Calamari, owned by Blois Thompson of Eastside. She is a blonde and direct daughter out of an analyst dam.
For those of you marking programs, please note there is a scratch entry from Class 4. This is Class 4 now on the summer yearlings for June to August of 2025. The class is sponsored by ADL. The scratch entry is ring number 41. So once again, please note ring 41 is the scratched entry.
Okay. 40 is Sandpiper Master Tizzy, and she is the heifer on the left of your screen. Another Golden Oaks Master daughter out of a Sidekick dam. As Trevor noted, 41 has been scratched. 42 is a red heifer owned by Lensveld Holsteins. She is now on your screen. She is a Blondin Alpha. She was bred by the Thompson family at Antigonish and Glean Alpha Redaction. Oh, we're going to start redacting things here, I see. Glean Geordie Replay is her dam. At least I find myself humorous. And she is followed by an Leaside animal, Leaside Direct the Deb, 687. Blondin Direct out of Leaside Respect the Deb, 472. The Gaunces at Leaside are the owners and breeders there. Okay. We have a nice bunch of heifers in this class. 44, who is going to come onto your screen in a second, got a little bit of ginger to her here, is Fepro Lind. She is Sandpiper Lind Aussie, is the heifer. Her sire is Fepro Lind. Zoe Stewart is the exhibitor from Pleasant Grove, PEI, just outside town. And she's Winter Bay a la mode is her dam. In a second or two, we're going to have entering the screen K Manor Sparks Weeks Arctic. She is a Delta Lambda daughter, and she is out of Miss Golden Oaks Mast Abbey. She's exhibited by East River Farms with Bruce Wood on the halter. We have a couple more heifers in this class. Fairly soon, we are going to be introducing to you Petitclerc Harris Arya. She's a Mattenhoff Harris daughter, and she's out of a Solomon dam, bred at Petitclerc. She is exhibited by Weeks Holsteins, the Weeks family from Sussex Corner, New Brunswick. We call them the New Brunswick branch of the Weeks family. Got a really smartly named heifer who's going to be coming onto your ring screen fairly soon. Island Star Believe in Legends. She's an Aja Believe daughter, and her dam is a Weeksdale bred cow by Blondin Energy, Weeksdale Energy Levi, Starhaven Farms being the exhibitor on this animal. And we have one more to enter the ring. Golden Flow Action Man Flower, and you'll be seeing her. She is an Action Man daughter out of Golden Flow D Azalea, bred and owned by McBeath Farms. Yes, well, keep your aspirations high. Can I get you guys to have a look at the screen once Mary and I get out there, just to make sure we're in the right place? We've brought in a tech icon, Luke McClellan, Atlantic Director, a great servant of the people, to check on what we've got here. And Luke, what we're wanting is to get Senator Robinson and I on the screen. So, Mary, we were talking when we were off mic about your work with the Canadian Federation of Agriculture. You want to
Sure. So
storyline that for us?
Yeah, I started as a county rep here in PEI, the Prince County rep for the PEI Federation of Agriculture, and then kind of went through the ranks as you do, became president, and I was the 4th female president.
Wow.
Yeah. 4th?
That
third,
is very
4th,
progressive.
Yeah, Meddy Ching and Bertha Campbell, I think maybe 3rd. Then from there, I went on to chair the Canadian Ag HR Council, CARC, as we would know it, dealing with labor issues.
We love our acronyms, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, in Ottawa, they love the alphabet soup. And then from there, the natural progression from the PEI Federation is to sit on the board of the Canadian Federation. So joined the Canadian Federation board and became president 2 years after that. First female president, unfortunately, considering the organization was 85 years old. I'm always proud to say PEI is well ahead of the national front on that. Yeah. And within the CFA, I was also representative for North America on the World Farmers Organization, and I became vice president of the World Farmers Organization, and then I was appointed to the Senate. So I stepped aside for the World Farmers Organization to pursue the role within the Senate. But working in the Canadian Federation of Agriculture was just astoundingly amazing. When you consider, almost 30 people sit around that table, and it is pretty much the one organization that is the national voice for all agriculture in Canada.
Yes.
So when you consider that more or less everyone in each province and even in territories are represented at that table, everyone in agriculture, it is an amazing organization with real voice and power in Ottawa. Influence maybe more so than power.
Yes.
Yeah. So an opportunity to liaise within government. And I know one of my big goals here in the Senate now is to ensure that the ties between agriculture and the Senate are stronger. So we talked earlier about committees.
Yes.
And I think it's so important that we have the agricultural lens applied to all committees. If you look at banking, we dealt recently with a piece of legislation that would get reciprocity for the Perishable Agricultural Commodities Act in the U.S. And that had to go to banking. And banking didn't understand how important that was for primary production. And not just primary, but also a little further down the value chain to have that reciprocity with the U.S. to give us protection for our horticultural sellers into the U.S.
Right.
So to have Rob and I, and sadly, I'll try to say this without getting upset, we've lost Todd. Yeah.
It was another voice for agriculture
Yes.
on the Senate. Now, Rob would say that there's a real appreciation for a rising appreciation for the importance of food security, food sovereignty, all those things in the Senate now with you folks. Let's give credit where it's due as well.
For sure. Yeah. Rob carried the load all by himself for a lot of years. So we were pretty excited. I was excited to join him. I think agriculture was really excited to see us double up. And then to have Todd sworn in a year ago, there was a lot of optimism there. So really incredibly tragic that Todd died so suddenly just a couple weeks ago. And massive loss for his family and community. But I think people will never understand what a loss it is for agriculture in Canada.
Exactly. So one closing comment. Could you see if you could use any of your influence to get me a writer's residency in Victoria by the Sea for at least the best 2 months of the year?
Well, I will tell you that I grew up in Victoria by the Sea
you
in the
really?
summers. Yeah. Yeah. Our family cottage, we have a little kind of commune that was started by a bunch of Baptist families 100 years ago. And we grew up on the beach in Victoria, and my husband's from in the village. So we should talk later. I'll see
Yeah.
what I can do for you.
It is one of the most magical places. I've been
Yeah.
a lot of places, and there is something indefinable about that place. I went there. I stopped and did the sign over by Borden about
Right.
this agricultural island,
Hmm.
and then went to Victoria by the Sea, and just I don't know what happens there, but it's
So if
amazing.
you drove from the bridge
Yes.
along the shore to get to Victoria, you drove through Augustine Cove.
I did not. I stayed right on the highway.
You're
Now,
saving the best for later.
exactly. You could be here for weeks and still discover things
Absolutely.
in PEI,
Yeah.
and that's one of my big points. It's great we have this online presence here, and
Yes.
people watching, but you need to come and experience it live.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is a gem.
And I think the thing that really makes PEI spectacular are all the farms, and in particular, a lot of the dairy farms, because those pastoral views, and to see, super well manicured. Both Senators Black and Lewis were here last month, and
Yes.
they were remarking on just how perfectly kept everything is, painted white fences, perfectly manicured lawns, and lots of pride in place, and flowers, and tradition. Yeah.
So true, so true.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we appreciate you taking time from a very hectic schedule. Glad we were able to make the connection before and then this morning to
Yes.
make sure
Yeah.
we were on the same page. And please keep up the great work on
Well,
behalf
thank
of
you.
all of us.
I appreciate the opportunity to talk about the Senate, and I invite anybody who is in Ottawa to reach out to Rob or me. I'll put his name out there. We're always really proud to show anyone in particular from the ag industry what the Senate is and how the Senate can help make agriculture better in Canada.
What a perfect closing line. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Russell.
We will- Let you move on and we'll keep moving. And Luke, can you do a quick picture? Sure. I'm a big fan of horizontal. Okay.
Ready?
We are.
Good there now?
One, two, if you don't mind.
Yeah. It's that era. We have to.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. In the Senate, we all have the same phone, so I put these stickers on that bacon, cows, and strawberries, hoping people have different. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Appreciate
Lovely
it.
to meet you. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, where are we at here? Okay. So many yearlings, just a couple of those. Spring yearlings. Maybe class 5 would be good
Yeah.
at the rate we're going. Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Russell.
How's Jeannie?
Oh, busy as ever. That's next week's going to be ridiculous because she has meetings in Quebec, so I'm going to be driving back and forth from
Oh,
the
yeah,
exhibition
to
home.
yeah. Let's be careful here. So, folks, this is the. I think we're well along in this summer yearling class, and I think that is number 48 that is leading the class, and she's an Action Man daughter, a CMAX bull that's been siring some really, really solid heifers. And there's a great story behind the bull about the young man who bred the cow, the dam, and the bull himself. And talking about our future as an industry, I think we have Eastside in second there. So neighbors competing here with Golden Flow and Eastside not being too far apart, just outside town here. I think that's probably a Blondin Direct daughter. She's got some enthusiasm to her. Oh, and have we had a switch here? I think maybe. Yes, so that's the east side animal, number 39. She is out of an analyst dam, as we noted earlier. And 48, the Action Man daughter, is now in second. So showing close and competitive classes here. We're going to follow this with a couple of animals in the colored breed classes, class number 4, summer yearlings, 1 Jersey, 1 Ayrshire. Then we're going into a spring yearling class, which has 3, 6, 8, 9, 10 entries. So we'll have an interview with Luke McClellan, who is the Atlantic Director of Holstein Canada. And we've had a crisis here. And but we have a crack team of young people who are solution finders. And is it Henry? Alex, Mr. Godfrey is what we should be calling him, who is going to see if we can get that pop-up banner back in place. Let's see what. Yeah, we'll have a look. Just one sec. So there's the lineup with that Leaside heifer shown by Eastside here. So bred by the Gaunces in New Brunswick and owned by the Thompsons at Eastside. And we're going to have some reasons from Adam Hodgins in just a moment. They're getting the last few animals in line here. And there we are. Beautiful class of summer yearlings.
Tremendous class of summer yearlings. And these top 2 heifers, I switched them once, and then I switched them back. When they're standing here, I'm glad I switched them back. This heifer, you'd like to clean her out here and I will within today. She's extremely correct. She's extremely long framed. She walks extremely square. She just carries her top just a little stronger through that one structure today. Just moves just slightly more fluidly on those legs today. And it's really, really pretty silky eyed heifer coming in second. This heifer in second, I love this heifer. She's got so much quality to her, so much breed character all the way through. You just let her handle just a little nicer today. Just carry that going just every once in a while. She gets quite altered just a little bit. Going just a little bit today. Just 2 beautiful heifers at the top of the class. Heifer in second, over the heifer in third. She's just got so much more feminine, unique breed character, silkiness to her body today than this straight line, strong heifer coming out in third today. The heifer in third, I prefer how she walks on those front legs today. She just stands just slightly more square, just shows a little more strength through that front end today. She's a little more easy through her, just a little more comfort through her top today. The heifer in fourth, she just shows me a little roach to her top today. She just like to wind that heifer in just slightly in the front end today. The heifer in fourth today, she carries a lot more mass to her frame than this long frame straight heifer coming in fifth today. Congratulations.
Placings coming right up.
The results of class 4, the summer yearlings, first place rated 39, Leaside Correct Calamari, exhibited by Eastside Farmers. Second, rated 48, Golden Flow Action Man Flower, exhibited by Macbeth Farms Limited, and this is the best pregnant in class. Third, rated 37, Golden Flow Tolerance Feature, exhibited by Macbeth Farms Limited. Fourth, ring 38, Gold Flow Master Frosted Flakes, exhibited by Browntown Farms, Copperwood Holsteins, and Robert Giffen. Fifth, ring 46, Edinburgh, Paris area, exhibited by Reese Holsteins.
Oh, okay. 83.
Sixth, ring 42, Leanne Alpha Redaction, exhibited by Mansell Holsteins.
In Weeksdale.
Seventh, ring 45, A Manor Sparks Biggs Heartbeat, exhibited by East River Farms. Eighth, ring 43, Eastside Direct the Dead, 687, exhibited by Eastside Farms Limited. Ninth, ring 40, Sandpiper Master Tizzy, exhibited by Zoe Stewart. 10th, ring 47, Island Star Legion Legends, exhibited by Starhaven Farm. And 11th, ring 44, Sandpiper Wind Aussie, exhibited by Zoe Stewart. So reading from the top of the class, ring 37 was third, 38 was 4, 39 was your class winner, 40 placed 9, 41 was the scratched entry, 42 was 6, 43 placed 8, 44 was 11, 45 placed 7, 46 was 5, 47 placed 10, and 48 was the second place entry.
We have two animals in the ring now on this color breeds class, summer yearlings. 49 is the Jersey Weeks Victorious Prada. She's a River Valley Victorious out of winter.
Class 4, these are the summer yearlings in the color breeds. Class is sponsored by ADL.
So that animal, the Jersey, who I guess is placing second here, is exhibited by McBeath Farms Limited from Marshfield, and she's out of Winter Place Suede Gucci. The class winner is number 50, Brixham M. Pixie Lou. She is a Marley Melios daughter from Windera Farms, the Smethers in Upper Rawdon, Nova Scotia, and her dam is a King Sire with the Brixham prefix. Two animals in this summer yearling class.
Have her playing with today. She's just we're open through her frame. She's just a little wedgier all the way through today. She moves just a little nicer, a little more fluidly when she's walking around the ring today. And nice jersey number coming out in second. Congratulations.
The results of Class 4 in the color breeds, the summer yearlings, first place ring 50, Brixham Pixie Lou, exhibited by Windera Farm. This entry is best grade on in class. Second grade 49, Weeks Victorious Prada, East Farms Limited.
Oh, okay, two.
You should have come.
Jeez Louise.
It was, that's an unbelievable place. I should be doing ads for it.
You did? You could be their spokesperson.
Yes, and I've got a lot more pictures, like from out the garden.
I want to go back and just see it.
As always, every summer here at home, we were very pleased to have a Fletcher here doing pictures. So if anybody has animals that they'd like to have pictures, be sure and see a picture before she leaves today. She'd be more than happy to accommodate you in having the Rose prize animals professionally taken.
Well, I try.
You're doing somewhere with the cafe, but there's just fucking face like
I can see if anybody has come up with any other. Oops. First coming. Good. We are now ready for spring yearlings in the Holstein ring. And we are going to have 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, which will allow us time to do an interview with Luke McClellan, the national director for this region on Holstein Canada's board, and possibly another interview as well, given the time we have. So we're going to introduce those heifers very shortly. We're going to start off with a Robella Major daughter. She was bred by the McKinnons at Sandy Ray Farms in Eastern PEI. And we've got Danny McKinnon, the senior partner on that farm, will be coming and doing an interview with us. The first animal is interesting in that she's owned by a PEI and British Columbia partnership. She was bred by the McKinnons, as we've said, and she's a major out of a Mario homebred dam. The ownership on this heifer is T&L Cattle Limited, the DeGroots in Cultus Lake, BC, and Weeksdale, and we've got a couple of animals with that ownership today. So and once again, ADL, the sponsor of this class. Yeah, we're hoping that this. So we're just getting organized here on this class, and we're going to make sure about which animals we have here so we can introduce them to you properly. Really nice to have 10 head in this class coming in. We don't want to overpower the actual delivery of the show itself with these interviews, but we do feel that it's good to provide some updates as well. So we have the early arrivals are getting in line. There's some circling going on, just like at an airport, with hopefully much less dangerous.
What are you talking about? Kent,
Okay.
you are a pain in the ass, you know that?
First heifer in the ring, and you're seeing her on your screen right now, is Sandy Ray Major Bella. We talked about her a little while ago. Robella Major, owned by T&L Cattle Limited of Cultus Lake, BC, and Weeksdale Holsteins from Pleasant Valley, PEI. She is a major out of a Mario and bred by the McKinnon family of Eastern PEI. 52 is coming onto your screen now. She is she's a daughter of Golden Oaks Master. Sandpiper Master Dinger, Zoe Stewart is the exhibitor from Pleasant Grove, PEI. She is a master out of a sidekick dam. Oh, disco. Cow we're going to be seeing a little bit later today, if I'm not mistaken. Third heifer coming into the ring with Bruce Wood of East River Farms on the halter is Golden Flow Action Man Freakaboo. Somebody is doing a great job at Golden Flow on the names of animals. It's Chris himself. Apparently, according to Rianne Dykstra, it is Chris who is the namer because she's an action man out of an avalanche dam who is Peekaboo. So, Chris, you're really doing well. 54 is going to be coming onto your screen now. She is Leaside Major Inkheart. Well, that's a pretty good name, too. She's a Robella Major, and her dam is Leaside Lucky Ink Drop. So, there again, lots of imagination here. Bred and owned by the Gaunces at Leaside. 55 is another Golden Oaks Master daughter. She's Lilac Lodge Master Dorothy by Golden Oaks Master out of Lilac Lodge Impressions. So that'd be a monument impression dam owned by Lilac Lodge Holsteins of North Wiltshire, PEI, the former epicenter of the Jersey breed in PEI. Just a little history there for you. We see we're getting back into more fun naming here in that we have number 56 in the ring now, and she's Golden Flow Leaside Let Me Feel. Golden Oaks Master daughter out of the Golden Oaks Leaside Let Me See, who we'll be talking about later today. Leaside Farms and McBeath Farms, the combination on that heifer. So she's being evaluated by Judge Hodgins right at the moment. Then we have, just coming onto the screen with Mr. Weeks on the halter, is Ben Rye's Master Marley. She is another Golden Oaks Master daughter. Her dam is Holzer Morand, obviously a Morand daughter. Marion, exhibited by Weeks Holsteins from Sussex Corner, New Brunswick. So that's the Kent Weeks branch of the Weeks family. Then we have another Ben Rise heifer, another daughter of Golden Oaks Master. Lensveld Holsteins is in Tyne Valley, PEI, to the west of here. Golden Oaks out of Ben Rise Dock, Vancouver. So this is a Golden Oaks Master out of a King Dock dam. We have two more heifers to introduce to you. Cobequid Straight C Royal Erline by Blondin J. Crown Royal and out of Belcher Master Ethel, a young cow that made some waves a few years ago here in the Maritimes. Cobequid Holsteins and Kara Irving of Straight Side Holsteins at Pugwash, Nova Scotia, in Kara's case, being the breeders and owners of this heifer. She is on your screen right now, and she's the black heifer with the white spot on her by her withers. One more animal to introduce, Golden Flow Believe Facial by Asia Believe and out of Golden Flow Army Tapioca, Starhaven Farms from Freetown, a very enthusiastic group of folks at that farm being the exhibitors. We're now going to set up for our interview with Luke McClellan from Nova Scotia, who is the Holstein Canada director for this area. Shan, Vicky. all you have to do is look in the screen and make sure Luke and I are there once we walk over there.
It's your safe place behind the
How about that? There. That's
Okay,
good.
is that what does it look like on the big screen?
Well, you know.
That's not enough of an
There
answer.
you go.
You should have asked a real photographer to do it.
Yeah, we.
Zoom in and out on this thing?
Yes, it's right up. It's up. No, there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to zoom out then.
Okay, watch the screen and make sure it looks like it's.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I like that better.
Okay. We have now employed the services of the famous Vicky Fletcher to set up this interview. So it's my pleasure. I think this is our second interview of the morning. We're working our way through our list to welcome and introduce you to Luke McClellan from the Knoll Shore of Nova Scotia, who is fairly recently become the director for this region on Holstein Canada. Luke, let's start. Can you tell us a little bit about the operation at home?
Yes, I farm with my parents and my brother, and we milk 140 cows, and we received our Master Breeder Shield in 2020. We tend to breed for high type and feed for high production, and yeah,
a
we've
prefix.
Lelavan Farms. Yes, I do.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
very tough here. We ask
Yeah.
the dirty gotcha questions. So, Luke, when
Yeah.
did you start on the Holstein Canada board?
Just after the AGM this spring in British Columbia was when I officially became the national director for Atlantic Canada. So
What's your term?
it's 3 years.
3-year
Yes.
term.
Yeah.
Yes. And what were your aspirations wanting to be a Holstein Canada director?
I think it's really a time for there's a lot of new positive change going on at Holstein Canada right now, and I really thought it was a good time to maybe be a part of that. So
Okay, tell us about some of those changes that are going there. Are your major projects?
yeah,
and
so
priorities?
recently, obviously we have a new CEO, and just kind of changing the structure of how Holstein works and making some really good new hires in management. And yeah, we're going forward. They're going to be working on some new projects with the herd book, and yeah, so
And that herd book project is actually going to impact potentially all breeds in Canada.
yes, we're hoping to have a multi-breed herd book, and I think that could really streamline things. For obviously, a lot of breeders have more than one breed in their barn, and it's be a really helpful tool to be able to use Holstein for all of it. So
Yeah, and the discussions are ongoing, and it's kind of following on that tremendous success of the classification program, which is now 21 years ago this week coming.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, we already do a lot of services for other breeds, so I think this is a logical next step for that. And,
Exactly, bringing everybody together, as they would say in Quebec, maison de race, the breed's house. What is involved in being a director of Holstein Canada? Like your agenda over a few months?
Yeah, so I try to get to as many Holstein events throughout the Maritimes, and then as well as our board meetings and committee meetings at Holstein. So it's busy, but I really enjoy it, and so far so good, I guess. Yeah,
And what committees would you be working with at the moment? Committee or committees?
I'm currently on the shows and judging committee, and I'm on the audit and finance committee, as well as because I'm the only director from Atlantic Canada, I do the joint national branch committees as well,
yes.
with all the branch presidents twice a year. So yeah, so those are my committee appointments for this year.
Well, that is absolutely great. We sure appreciate you coming across from Nova Scotia. Not a extreme trip, but it's always pleasant to come to Prince Edward Island, isn't it?
Oh yes, it's always nice to come to PEI in the summer. Yes.
We're trying to encourage as many people to be here live in the future. It's great to have the live stream, but the experience of this whole province is phenomenal. Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for joining us here for this and giving us a little update on what's going on in emanating from Beeford.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks, Luke.
Yeah.
We have, I think that is number 57 from Weeks Holsteins. She's a master daughter. We introduced her to her. Ben Rye's master Marley, so bred in Ontario and now owned by Kent Weeks and his family with one of his sons on the halter. Pretty sure that's Elliot Weeks that's on the halter. He's really keen on cows. And the Cobequid animal, owned with Kara Irving of Straightside, is in second at the moment. In fact, she may be in first at the moment. We just had a quick change around there. She's being led out first anyway. And she again is a Blondin J Crown Royal daughter out of Belcher Master Ethel, bred by the Porter family at just outside Truro, Nova Scotia. Ryan Porter and his family. So really good look. This is obviously a close placing to be getting that kind of scrutiny from Judge Hodgins. Nice to see a number of the Hodgins family down here doing a bit of a vacation. Busman's holiday, I think it's called sometimes, when you throw the cow work in. We're at about 34 viewers at the moment. There will be a break or potentially a break of some length between these cow classes and Pee-wee showmanship, and then going into the milking classes at 1 o'clock local time, which is 12 o'clock in the Eastern time zone, so noon in the Eastern time zone. So far, this jointly bred and owned heifer is first, and the Ben Rise heifer from Weeks Holsteins in New Brunswick is second. And I believe I think that's number 53 that Bruce Wood has. He had entered Golden Flow Action Man Freakaboo. And at the moment, she appears to be in third. Bred by the McBeaths and owned by Bruce Wood, their neighbor. It's a big moment for Marshfield here. We'll get you zoned in on that top pair of heifers. It's been another exceptional class. Spring yearlings, we'll probably do an interview during the winter yearlings. There's only one spring yearling in the other breeds. She is of the Ayrshire denomination, but she is not a Brixham or Windera entry. So she presumably will be competing in the junior championship, being the sole entry. So there'll be a real battle on here soon. Looks like we're very close, and we've got our final placing here in this class. Couldn't be any better.
That's a beautiful class of spring yearlings heifers here today. I did a late switch here, and I think I'm happy how I did it. Two beautiful heifers at the top of the class, yet they're a little different. Heifer at first today, she's just got so much more. When you get her in line, she's just got so much more mass to that frame today, drop to that midsection. She's just got more fullness to that rear flank today than this ultra pretty heifer coming out in second. Taking nothing away from the heifer in second. I love the lines of this heifer. She's got so much femininity all the way through. She moves extremely well, extremely hard-topped heifer. A heifer that just needs to mass out, bulk up a little bit. I think a heifer that definitely look a lot different come later in the fall here. The heifer in second over the heifer in third. She uses that femininity up through her head and neck. She just strolls around the ring just slightly more squarely on her all four legs today, and the open frame heifer coming out in third today. The third place heifer over the fourth place heifer, just a little more mass to the frame today, a little more depth of that roof leg today than the silky heifer coming out in fourth today. The heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth. She's just slightly more cleaner about her hide today, up and through that head and neck today than go over the open frame hard top heifer coming out in fifth. Congratulations.
If I could, without sounding too needy. I just want to make sure I've still got a wallet. That would be important.
The results of Class 5 in the Holstein ring, first place to ring number 59, Copwood Straight Seed Royal Arlene, exhibited by Copwood Holsteins and Straight Side Holsteins. This entry is best bred known in class. Second, to ring 57,
It's going to be
Ben Guy's Master Marley, exhibited by Weeks Holsteins. Third, ring 53, Golden Flow Action Man Freakaboo, exhibited by East River Farms. Fourth, ring 51, Sandy Ray Major Bella, exhibited by T&L Cattle and Weeksdale Holsteins. Fifth, ring 56, Golden Flow Leaside Let Me Feel, exhibited by Leaside Farms and Macbeth Farms Limited. Sixth, ring 54, Leaside Major Pinkhurst, exhibited by Leaside Farms Limited. Seventh, ring 58, Benrise Master Bobcat, exhibited by Lansdale Holsteins. Eighth, ring 55, Lilac Lodge Master Dorothy, exhibited by Lilac Lodge Holsteins. Ninth, ring 60, Golden Flow Lead Facial, exhibited by Starhaven Farm. And 10th, ring 52, Sam Harvard Master Digger, exhibited by Sophie Stewart. So reading from the top of the class, 51 was 4, 52 was 10, 53 placed 3, 54 was 6, 55 placed 8, 56 was 5th, 57 was 2nd, 58 placed 7th, 59 was first and best bred known in class, and ring 60 placed 9. Now making its way to the ring is the one entry in class 5 of the color breeds. Again, the spring yearling, more parts to play 2025, and the class is sponsored by ADL.
So this heifer in the ring right now is a spring yearling. She is owned by Cobequid Holsteins and Logan Dickey. Her name is Margot La Rochelle. So she's bred, I think, in St. Perpetu, Quebec, by the Grandjean family. She is by Aruel Hat-Trick, and her dam is Margot Laniel. So this heifer was the champion heifer at the East Gen Summer Classic or Summer Showcase in Truro a while ago.
Beautiful heifer in her own right, heifer that's extremely streamlined, square all the way through, moves extremely well. Congratulations.
The results of class 5 is spring yearlings in the color breeds with place during the 61. Margot La Rochelle, exhibited by Cobequid Holsteins.
And doing more than one thing at a time. But I'm learning to focus. So yeah, as we mentioned, this heifer was the All Breeds champion at the East Gen Showcase held in early July in Windsor, Nova Scotia, I think. And as we say, owned by Logan Dickey and Cobequid Holstein. So lots of Dickey family influence there. We've got 4 winter yearlings who are going to be entering the ring shortly. A sidekick, 2 masters, and a bullseye. And you are really going to like these heifers. They're really quite something. So these winter yearlings are December 1st, 2024 to end of February 25. We're going to swing around and show you them as they enter.
Now making their way into the ring, the Holsteins are the entries in Class 6. These are yearlings born December the 1st of 2024 to the end of February 2025. The class is sponsored by ADL.
So, the first heifer in the ring is Trent Valley, bred in Ontario. She's exhibited by East River Farms and Weeksdale Holstein. She's Trent Valley sidekick, 1 to go. 1 GTO. Sidekick daughter out of a Dorman Dam, also bred at Trent Valley. Bruce Wood is on the halter. Second heifer is Golden Flow, Leaside Golden Flow, Master Lit. She is by Golden Oaks Master, and she again is out of Golden Flow Leaside AA Action. I believe this is the second daughter of that cow. Leaside and McBeath are the owners. Third heifer and is from a Weeksdale Looks Matter. Golden Oaks Master out of a Weeksdale Golden Lily. Radiant Holsteins, John Raymond Dykstra, who will be judging at State Fair at the Halifax County Exhibition next week. And the fourth heifer from Royal Water Farms, a Royal Water bred heifer by MB Lucky Lady Bullseye, is from Winter Bay Farms at Mount Stewart. So she's a bullseye out of Nonadale High Achiever, bred by the Ur family at Chrysler, Ontario. So we're going to do a quick interview here we're going to do round 1 of our interview with Danny McKinnon from Eastern PEI. So we're going to get set up here. Natasha, can you just have a look at us and make sure we're Mr. McKinnon? Well,
You the camera woman?
yeah,
I'm gonna try it.
Sure.
Back up a little bit.
okay.
Just a little smidge more back if you can go.
Okay,
and then you're
sure.
in good frame.
Okay, thank you. Should be.
Okay.
Well, look at the screen.
No.
Oh.
Will it tell me? It's not on.
Oh,
It's not on. Here, but just the noise.
okay. Tech. Yep. Okay. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Danny McKinnon from Eastern PEI, Sandy Ray Holsteins. Danny, you've had a long involvement with the dairy industry and with agriculture in PEI. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about the home operation, if you would.
Well, yes, I took over Sandy Ray Farms in 1982, Russell. Previous to that, I was an agricultural engineer with our province, going around designing farm buildings for dairy farmers, which was quite an interesting profession. But the call of the industry led me back home to our family dairy farm. And so that was in 82. In 84, I got involved with the PEI breeders, artificial breeders, and proceeded up to become president of that organization. And that led me right across Canada, of course, to Ed Lake, the Lacta, CDN, and places like that, which were just incredible experiences, Russell, and you know that yourself because we've had many conversations, cross paths before. So I do indeed miss that, but a lot of involvement. And then after I quit that, I took on the role of vice chair of Dairy Farmers PEI, and that was another interesting challenge in life.
Does that get you back to Dairy Farmers of Canada meetings then?
I've been to Dairy Farmers Canada. I never served on their board because I had enough. Being vice chair of Dairy Farmers PEI, you inherited quota committee.
Ah, yes.
You inherited
Yes.
quota committee, and so I wasn't up to the two challenges of that and Dairy Farmers of Canada. And plus, there was people in our organization that had an interest in that. So, but we always went to the annual meetings and, or especially the policy seminar
Of course.
in February. We used to go up and.
So tell us a little bit about Sandy Ray, a Holstein farm. How many cows milked?
We're milking right now. We milk 72 cows 3 times a day.
And who's the workforce?
The workforce, not I. My body has gone past its best before date. But I am in the barn at 4 o'clock 6 mornings of the week and help out where I can.
But not a member of the workforce.
Workforce.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So who is the workforce?
well, our son Alexander manages Sandy Ray Farms now.
Where did Sandy Ray come from?
Sandy was my dad, Alexander McKinnon, and my mother was Rachel or Ray.
Yes.
So that's Sandy Ray Farms. We were joined Holstein Canada in 1965, and my father had the vision, foresight to put my brother and I on with him. So it was Alexander McKinnon and Sons, and so I can brag of having a 60-year veteran breeder pen,
Exactly.
which is quite nice.
Exactly. We've got this class here, Sandy, and maybe we'll just step out of the view for a minute and let folks see these heifers being lined up here.
Okay.
So there's your lineup. That East River animal is looking like she is leading the pack, and she's actually owned by East River and Weeksdale.
It's not a large class of dairy girls, it's a quality class. The heifer leading off the class today, she's got the most femininity for men and she's clean, she's open, she's angular. Just a little silkier in her hide, a little nicer in her breed character than the heifer following in second. Heifer in second,
Yeah.
moved around a couple places in the class here. I didn't get a good look at
It does go.
Heifer with lots of openness, strength to her top, lots of strength to her. She uses that natural openness. She's just a little cleaner in her hide. She's carried her white just slightly nicer today in the long frame black heifer. Third. Heifer in third over the heifer in fourth. She just walks a little wider through those front legs today. Just a little more strength through the front end today than the extremely long feminine heifer coming out in fourth. Congratulations.
The results of Class 6 in the Holstein ring, first place to rank 62, Trent Valley Sidekick 1 GTO, exhibited by East River Farms and Weeksdale Holsteins. Second, rank 65, Royal Water Bullseye Air, exhibited by Red Farms. This would be best player home. Third, rank 64, Weeksdale Roast Matter, exhibited by Radiant Holsteins. And fourth, rank 63, Eastside Golden Flow Master Lit, exhibited by Eastside Farms and Macbeth Farms Limited. So the class ranks 1, 4, 3, and 2. There are no entries in Class 6 in the color breeds, so our next class of the ring should be the Holstein Junior Champion.
Hopefully. Natasha, can you check on us again, please? I know you're busy. Yeah. We're going to continue with our interview with Danny McKinnon. Now we'll ask the visionary questions, Danny. What do you see for agriculture in the future in this province? We could talk nationally, of course, as well, but we're in PEI today.
Well, in PEI, of course, I'm involved in the dairy industry. Also, I'm also now on the executive of the PEI Federation of Agriculture. So it's given me some insight onto other parts, other
Yeah.
aspects of our industry. But in PEI, we have two real strengths in the dairy industry in PEI, Russell. Number one is ADL, and I think you're going to talk to Ken Smith
Yes.
later on this morning. And the second is we've got a lot of nice, good young blood in the dairy industry here, and there are young people that are doing bang up jobs of running dairy operations.
Yeah.
So that really gives what I see, is two positives in the future of the dairy industry in PEI.
Now, agriculture in PEI, potatoes would be important. There's a lot of aquaculture, I guess, as well.
Yes, there's potatoes, soybeans, corn has become a major crop, and the potato industry has become a lot more educated, and they're getting good crops. Things are going well in the potato industry as I see it, and the people growing soybeans are doing well. The whole agricultural industry, of course, all depends on weather, but the last few years, agriculture in PEI has been pretty decent. Yes, yeah, and the future, I think, depending on what happens south of the border, we don't want to get into that today. No.
Definitely. Well, listen, Danny, thank you for coming here today. It's a bit of a drive for you to get over here to Charlottetown, but most places in PEI are not too far apart for those of us who come from other provinces.
You can't really claim being from Nova Scotia that you're from away. But anyway, Russell, it's just been a pleasure talking to you. When we used to get together in the industry in days past, it was always a pleasure to share a meal or a bus ride or something. So no big deal to come and chat with you today.
Well, and all the best to Sandy Ray as you go forward. So we've got our Holstein Junior champions coming into the ring now, and we'll see if Trevor's going to introduce them or whether we'll let you know who they are. Just watching Trevor here to see, I think he's going to introduce them. So we'll just let you hear his dulcet tones.
Now making their way into the ring are those entries eligible for the junior champion in our Holstein division here this morning at Oakley. The junior champion is sponsored by Clarence Farm Services Limited. The junior champion class is sponsored by Amy Perry, Farm Gate Realty. The honorable mention junior champion is sponsored by Funding Agricultural Services Limited. These are the first and second place entries from the previous classes this morning. From those, our judge, Mr. Adam Hodgins of Kern, Ontario, will select his junior reserve and honorable mention of our show here at Oakley today.
We've got in the ring so far, we've got the Cobequid calf, Tattoo Calypso. Tattoo out of a Goldwyn Dam, also bred at Cobequid. She's owned by Cobequid and Ferme d'Espoir in Quebec. Second place animal in that class was Salem Fetches Kacha Looking, a D2 Summerfest daughter out of a Colstein bred dam by La Magic. So those are the first two heifers in the ring. We'll do a little zooming to let you see those a little better. They're followed by the winter calves. We've got Extondale Major Malia, a major daughter out of an alongside dam from the McPhees of Extondale Farm, and Leaside Golden Flow Lysandra. Leaside and McBeath, Golden Oaks Master out of that Golden Flow Leaside AA Action, a cow that's had 2 daughters in the ring this morning. She's the black heifer, kind of on the screen now, and coming onto the screen, another dark or black heifer from McBeath with Chris on the halter. Golden Flow Leaside Fiasco, Robella Major, and out of the Jasmine family, a Kingsway and Nonadale. Her dam is Kingsway Dorman Jet, and again owned by Leaside and McBeaths. And the second prize animal in that class, the white heifer, just coming onto the screen now, is Eastside Action Outshine. So we're seeing a number of Cherry Hill Action Man daughters, Blois Thompson and Lewis brothers being the exhibitors there on that white heifer, being led by Brian Masters. Following that, we've got another animal from Eastside, but bred at Leaside. Leaside Direct Calamari, a Blondin Direct daughter out of an analyst dam. Blois Thompson of Eastside as the owner, and the Gonces at Leaside as the breeders. Second in that class was number 48 in your catalog, Golden Flow Action Man Flower, McBeath Farms. Action Man again out of Golden Flow D Azalea. And that Golden Flow herd is quite something. They have bred a tremendous number of excellent cows over the years and are still continuing to be very passionate about the breed. In the next class, the spring yearlings, first animal into the ring with Lane Ewell on the halter is Cobequid Straight C Royal Erlene. She is the blacker animal that's right on your screen now. She is a Crown Royal out of Belcher Master Ethel. And the second prize is number 57, Ben Rise Master Marley Weeks Holsteins, the New Brunswick division. We've got 2 more heifers to show you. Bruce Wood is going to be leading Trent Valley Sidekick 1 GTO, if I'm saying that properly. A sidekick out of a Trent Valley bred Dorman Dam. And second place goes to, in that class, went to Royal Water Bullseye Air, a Bullseye daughter out of Nonadale bred cow from Winter Bay Farms. We're now going to interview Ken Smith from ADL. As Judge Hodgins has a look at these animals for Junior Champion, it's just a day of great pleasures and privileges to introduce you to Ken Smith, who is the CEO of ADL. Ken, can we start by you telling us a little bit about ADL, what ADL is? What does it stand for?
Well, first of all, Russell, appreciate you joining us here today, and we have some excellent animals on Prince Edward Island. We're very proud of right from the farm all the way through to the processing side. So ADL stands for Amalgamated Dairies Limited, and it really started with an amalgamation of 7 dairies on Prince Edward Island in 1953.
Oh,
yeah. So
73 years ago?
It'll be 75 years in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So we celebrate a large anniversary. From a processing perspective, we're in the community. We have a 16-member board. We're owned by the dairy farmers of Prince Edward Island.
A cooperative.
We are a cooperative, and one of our large mandates as a cooperative is to support our communities. And we are in the communities. We're a major employer, and we're integrated. So we have, from the milk, we produce butter, we produce cheese. We have a canning plant where we still do evaporated milk and sweetened condensed milk. And we have 2 fluid plants as well. So a lot of diversification on Prince Edward Island.
How many producers, approx, or specifically at PEI?
So right now we have 141 member owners. So
16-member board. So
we speak directly to more than 10% of our farm community on a monthly basis. So yeah. Which is very unique. It's very unique in Prince Edward Island, our connection to the farm. But also geographically, our proximity to the farm. So our milk is no more than 30 to 45 minutes away. So it's probably the freshest milk you're going to see in North America, right from the farm tank right to our dairy processing plants. So.
lovely. So great thing for consumers. Now, do you sell primarily in PEI or do you go off province, out of province to sell product?
Yeah, about 92% of our product is shipped off of Prince Edward Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and we do a lot of co-pack and
Yes.
private label products. So, ADL, the brand, is very strong in Prince Edward Island and in the Maritimes in Canada. But we are coast to coast, and we're often in other brands and in other co-pack
Yes,
partners.
yes,
Yeah. So,
exactly.
yeah.
Current challenges?
Yeah, current challenges for us. We have a new strategic plan that covers 2026 to 2028 called the ADL Way.
Yes.
In that strategic plan, we're looking at optimizing our labor and supporting our workforce. So, workforce, there's been changes over the last 10 to 15 years in the employee base. So, we're looking how we can support our employees because they really are the backbone of our cooperative.
Mhm.
We have 380 employees as a co-op. And the other area is looking at being more competitive. So domestically, we want to make sure that we're very competitive, very strong domestically. I won't talk too much about trade,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of uncertainty.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
we tend not to focus too much on what we can't control. So the strategic plan really is at adding resilience to ADL, being more competitive, more productive going forward, and doing that with our teams, with our employees, and with our member owners.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a special moment. Ken, if we can have you come back in a little while. We've got the selection of our junior champion is reaching a point. But before that, you actually have some Holstein connections. as
Yes,
well.
I did grow up in a dairy farm. So two of my brothers were dairy producers in Prince Edward Island, and one very involved in the Holstein breeding and the judging world.
Who
So
would be?
Elmer K. Smith.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And there's an award that's going to be presented today in his memory. It's been a number of years now,
Yes.
but wanting to recognize his leadership and involvement in the industry, which
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
And you'll see that in the Prince Edward Island community. Our family's very proud of our roots within both the producing side, the processor side. But you'll see multi-generational farms in Prince Edward Island. So it's, again, there's a lot of unique attributes in PEI. So we're very proud of our heritage. The actual H in ADL Way stands for heritage. So we have a very unique story. So so I'm honored today to be able to present that award.
Oh, that is so good. Oh, good. You're going to, well, that's excellent. So we'll look forward to seeing you in action again today.
Excellent.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, Russell. Thank you for that.
So we're getting down to the short straws in the selection of junior champion female. We are going to zoom in for you a bit and show you these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe, heifers that are out here for consideration, final consideration, as junior champion in the show. Adam Hodgins having a real good look at them, Julie Ashton, and we want to thank Cosmo again and again and again for being the folks that have delivered this live stream for you today. And really appreciate that. Julie's busy taking pictures of all the animals. Adam is, I think, going to make some comments, and then he will select his 3 top junior animals. Deep amount of thought going into this work. Here it comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, give these exhibitors a round of applause. It's been a tremendous appreciation. Watching these heifers come back in, I think I'm quite pleased with the lineup that I have out here. Tremendous group of heifers, open frames, hard top, roof nice, clean hides, femininity. I'm not going to speak a lot about them individually. I'm going to go out, I'm going to select your junior champion, your reserve junior champion, and honorable mention, and then give some reasons to follow.
Some enthusiasm and energy being displayed now.
Well, it's hard to get away from the spring yearling today. She's just got so much mass to her frame. She's a little bit cleaner about her hide today. She's a little cleaner up and through that brisket throat region today than the beautiful summer yearling, taking nothing away from the summer yearling. A heifer that's got so much mass to her frame, straight line. She'd just like to clean her up a little bit today, move her into the junior champion position. It's pretty close between reserve and honorable mention. I'm just going to use the summer yearling on her mass to her frame today, but taking nothing away from the calf. She's an extremely precise calf, and she has a lot of runway ahead of her. Congratulations.
Our congratulations to our junior champion, ring 59, the entry of Copperwood Straight C Royal Lead, exhibited by Copperwood Holsteins and Straight Side Holsteins. The reserve junior champion, ring 39. Number 39 was the entry of Eastside Direct Calamari, exhibited by Eastside Farms.
Yes.
An honorable mention was ring number 6, which was the first place entry in the first class. And that was Copperwood Tattoo Calypso, exhibited by Val Decor. So once again, your junior champion, ring 59, the reserve, ring 39, honorable mention, ring number 6.
Look at that beautiful junior champion. The winning spring yearling, Cobequid Straight C Royal Erline. Cobequid Holsteins and Straight Side Holsteins, Kara Irving from Nova Scotia, and Cobequid being from Lower Debert, Nova Scotia. Blondin J. Crown Royal Daughter. The reserve from East Side. And that would be Leaside Direct. So everybody gets a look in on this one. Leaside Direct Calamari, Blois Thompson of Eastside as the owner, Blondin Direct as the sire, and the Gonces of Leaside as the breeders. We're now going to be doing the, I believe, possibly either the junior herd or in Holstein or the colored breed junior champion. We'll do something because we always do something. And we're in good time here. It's only about either 11:39 or 11:43, depending on which clock you look at here. Maybe we should average and say it's 11:41. Yeah, we're going with the colored breeds junior champion now. So we're going to begin with that new purchase by Leaside Farms, the Oak River heifer, the Joel daughter, who won the spring calf class. And we have Charlotte as a very enthusiastic exhibitor here, being ably assisted by her sire, Scott. No, look, Ma, no hands. Then we've got Graham from Nova Scotia leading in Brixham Slideshow Aphrodite. First prize winter heifer in the other breed show. And second, we have Instinct Victorious Love from East River Farms, a Victorious daughter. So we've got the little Jersey, then we've got the Ayrshire winter calf and the Jersey winter calf, bred by Kevin Jacobs in Quebec. Got to keep switching the catalog over here. Well, we have Scooby Snack coming out next. The Brixham Bee King daughter. She's by Dela Plain Bee King. And her name is Scooby Snack. She's from Windera Farms, Upper Rawdon, Nova Scotia. John Raymond Dykstra on the halter. Her dam is Brixham Yellow Gummy Bear. So lots of great naming going on here in the Maritimes. Lots of great imagination. We then will be joined by the summer yearlings. We'll have the Brixham heifer, M. Pixie Lou. She's from Windera Farms. She is an Ayrshire. She's by Marley Melios out of a Kingstar daughter. And the second prized animal from Macbeth Farms, Weeks Victorious Prada, River Valley Victorious out of a Winter Place bred dam called Suede Gucci. So it's all about the shoes. And then we have the winner of our most recent class, the spring yearling class in the other breeds, Margot La Rochelle, Cobequid Holsteins and Logan Dickey. Again, an Eruel hat-kick daughter out of Margot Laniel and bred in Saint Perpetu, Quebec, purchased at the Royal Winter Fair last year. So these are the contenders for a junior champion in the other breed class. They're just being brought into line now. We've got some fun stuff coming up with a hockey cup, which looks like the Stanley Cup, that is called by the PEI Dairy Challenge. And wow, we've got some fun stuff happening in the ring. Judge, I guess Judge Hodgins has made some selections, and some animals weren't quite as happy about leaving the ring as they might have been. Whereas the beautiful little calf, the new addition to Leaside, is very calmly, Charlotte and Scott are removing her from the ring. So we have a fairly strong Ayrshire contingent here in this class. Of the final 5 heifers, 4 of them are Ayrshires. Interesting. Those 4 heifers would be from Nova Scotia, either from the Smethurst or Cobequid and Logan Dickey. There, so 80% Ayrshire, 20% Jersey. And actually kind of fitting with the history of the Ayrshire breed here in Prince Edward Island. Being a big part of the industry here, and some very, very famous Ayrshire herds on Prince Edward Island as well. And Judge Hodgins is coming over looking for a microphone. May he find it.
Hopefully you'll find it. I think so. Are you just looking?
She's going to hide her eyes now.
From there.
Did you know the membership?
Are we supposed to be quiet? You're supposed to.
Well, you started.
No, you do it. You do it. You're the boss.
Is he going to make some comments, or is he going to? He came over and said some things, and then went back. So we've still got time.
We still got time.
I'd like to give these exhibitors and collaborators a round of applause. Hasn't been a large collaborator show, but I think we have 5 members here lined up that are truly beautiful animals and tremendous open frames, so many eyes, really nice. I think I'm going to go and select my junior champion, reserve junior champion, or honorable mention, and then I'll give you my reasons to follow.
So we do have we'll make this just a touch smaller so you can see these heifers.
When you see this heifer walk around the range, she moves so well. She's got a lot of mass drop to that midsection, extremely hard top. She's feminine, she's angler. She just has a little more drop to that forehead today than the really straight line heifer coming out for reserve. Reserve heifer, I just prefer those hind legs to be a little nicer down through that low quality of the rear leg. She moves just slightly more comfortably, tracks a little straighter, more fluidly on those rear legs today than the honorable mention heifer. Congratulations.
Jillian passed out.
The junior champion in the color green division this morning, we number 36, the entry of Brixham Indian Scooby Snack, exhibited by Darren Farms. The reserve junior champion, number 50, that was the entry of Brixham Indian Pixie Lou, exhibited by Darren Farms. The honorable mention, rating 61, Margot Leather Shell, exhibited by Tom Holsteins. So once again, your junior champion, rating 36, the reserve, rating 50, the honorable mention, rating 61.
They're quite the Ayrshires.
Yes,
There must be a good herd of cows at Brixham.
very much so. Yeah, really serious. They, Well, folks, I think we're maybe going to move into junior herds according to the program here. We're getting some coordination done on getting these herds out here. We'll see how many they are. And there will be, well, we're going to try and do a couple of interviews, I think. And we'll maybe chat with Adam Hodgins as the judge here over the lunch break. 1 o'clock Atlantic, 12 noon Eastern is when the milking female classes will start. And I will, at everybody's great relief, I have now been well educated in the fact that it's Macbeth, not Big Beef. So Ari Eckstein, you can be calm now. I've got my education. I was just going phonetically based on how it's spelled.
I think he's just talking to
Oh, we have some of our ring staff are having a big debate with each other here. I don't think it's going to come to fisticuffs, but, you know, yeah, there's certainly been some correction offered here. It's all good. So we've got the junior herds in Holstein here. I can see that there is a Golden Flow entry, and we'll...
To our Holstein exhibitors in the arena, we will be announcing Premier Breeder and Premier Exhibitor Junior Division. We'll be doing that during the Breeders' Herd class. We ask that you please hold your positions in the ring until we've announced your placings, as well as the Junior Premier Breeder and Exhibitor awards.
So we are getting them lined up, and there's definitely a Lee side entry and a Golden Flow entry. Oh, there's 4. We've also got a Cobequid entry and a possibly Winter Bay or maybe Stewart as well. Who would that? So we've got on your screen, we have got the Stewarts at Sandpiper Holsteins. We've got Cobequid. Then we've got Lee side. Yeah, good idea. And so we're getting decided whether we've got a Golden Flow Lee side herd or just a Lee side herd, and then a Golden Flow herd to your left as well on the screen. Judge Hodgins is looking at 4 junior breeders herds, which is great. As Trevor McDonald, our announcer, has said, we will be having junior Premier Breeder and Junior Premier Exhibitor announced here with awards sponsored by Skyline Genetics. So we're getting some details here. Okay, so it looks like Cobequid is going to be leading this class off. They're right in front of us now. And the very talented Ron Stewart has moved out of the way, but it's always a pleasure to have Ron around. If you need restaurant recommendations, always go to Ron. He scored a big winner last evening.
Exhibitor awards, and please hold your position until you've completed all of those results.
Trevor.
We have, 4 really nice junior breeders herds here, tremendous groups. It's quite close between first and second for me. The first group, obviously the junior champion, honorable mention in there. They're just a little cleaner about their hides today than the group in second. The group in second, a very well balanced group, very open frame heifers. They're just a little more uniform, a little cleaner about their head and necks today than the group in third. Group in third, just a little more masked that frame today, a little cleaner all the way through, a little nicer in their legs today than the group in fourth. Congratulations.
The result of our junior herds: first place to the entry from Copperwood Holsteins, second the entry from Macbeth Farms Limited, third the entry from Eastside Farms Limited, and fourth the entry from Sandpiper Holsteins. So once again, first place to Copperwood, second to Macbeth's, third to Eastside, fourth to Sandpiper. We're now pleased to announce the Premier Breeder and Exhibitor in our junior divisions. The Junior Premier Breeder Award, the runner-up was Eastside Farms. Your Junior Premier Breeder is Macbeth Farms Limited. The Junior Premier Exhibitor Award, and this is sponsored by Skyline Genetics, as well as they are the sponsor of the Breeder Award. The runner-up in the Exhibitor Award was Macbeth Farms. The Premier Junior Exhibitor is Eastside and Macbeth.
Oh, very good.
So congratulations to the combination of Eastside and Macbeth, your Junior Premier Exhibitor. So I believe our next class of the breed will be color breed herd. Is there any color breed junior herds?
Did you do work today? Yeah. No. I did work on a shave. This guy's eating more than mine. Twice today. Already. That's the best. Just take something. I have no idea.
We're going to have at least one entry in the Colored Breeds Junior Herd, and they're the Windera Farms Ayrshires.
Now, the ring is the one entry in the Junior Breeders' Herd. This class is sponsored by All Farms Realty.
Oh, boy. I want
Just one entry in the colored breed junior breeder herd class, but tremendous entry. Admire this group. Tremendous open frames, great feeding legs, silky numbers. Congratulations.
The first place entry in the colored breed junior herd is exhibited by Windera Farms. Windera Farms will also be presented with the Junior Premier Breeder and the Junior Premier Exhibitor Awards. So congratulations to Windera Farms, winner of the junior herd, sponsored by All Farms Realty. They are also the Junior Premier Breeder, sponsored by Skyline Genetics, and the Junior Premier Exhibitor, also sponsored by Skyline Genetics. I believe our next class of the ring will be the highlight class of the day, and that will lead into our break. So our next class of the ring will be the PE division. We'll ask our exhibitors just a few moments to make their way in. as we wrap up our other classes here with the presentation of the junior breeder exhibitor to their farmers.
You can hold on. Not here. Okay.
Okay, we've got a Pee Wee showmanship class that'll be up next. We've got Ron Stewart and our Abel Ringman and Adam Hodgins, our judge, out in the ring right now having a little discussion. There will be a break for lunch, but we're going to try and do a couple of interviews as well while that's happening and keep things moving. And then we'll get into the milking classes at 1 p.m. Atlantic, 12 noon Eastern. Looks like we're going to have 5 contestants in that. 5 contestants in that junior showmanship class as well. Pee Wee showmanship, sorry. Must be more specific. Actually, we've got 6. That's even better. 4. No, 5. I can't count. And so these are pre-4-H age participants. Sponsored by Golden Flow Holsteins, the Macbeth family. Yeah.
Now, making ready to ring are the special exhibitors of our day. This is our Pee Wee showmanship class, highlight every year here at our dear Philadelphia Home Week. We're very grateful for the sponsorship of this class of Golden Flow Holsteins.
Youthful faces showing up. There's actually 7 competitors in this class. How are you doing?
Our judge has had an opportunity to speak to all of our exhibitors, and we certainly is pleased with what he has seen. So we ask you to please give our young exhibitors a big round of applause for their efforts here this morning in our show. I believe that does wrap up this morning's activities as far as the first part of our show goes. My understanding is we are back in the green here at 1.
I think we're getting
first
pretty
of
good.
our melting classes.
So maybe we should just say
We're back
1
at
o'clock and 12 Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, folks, we are going to conclude this morning's live stream, and we will be back at 1 o'clock Atlantic and 12 o'clock Eastern with the milking classes in the Atlantic Summer Classic Show. Thanks for watching this morning. Thanks for your input with messages, and we'll talk in a little less than an hour.